Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. Today we're back in Japan, where we have got our lovely ferries. They are making money. I said ferries, they're oil tankers, aren't they? They're bringing oil from our well, yeah, it's an oil rig, isn't it? It's an oil rig which is on a little bit of land created to look like the sea still. Obviously, what I'm assuming is that this is like miles and miles and miles away. These tankers are coming in here. People did point out, why did you not just run it by ship to there? That would have saved you a lot of hassle, and it would. I absolutely agree. But obviously, I want to mainly focus around railways. If it wasn't for, if these oil wells were inland, I'd have transported them by train. I want loads and loads of trains running. I want this to be a series with trains absolutely everywhere. So we are going to use trains as much as possible, and I thought that this would be quite a nice way of doing so. Now, obviously, we have demolished quite a bit of quite a few towns here, all the way down to Kobe. So I think a passenger line down to Akashi would be a good thing to do, just to sort of introduce a bit of growth around these towns again after we've completely destroyed them. So yeah, we've got a couple of trains on the way. Is that the so that's the Osaka Food? Where's the there should be another one. Is there another oil train somewhere? I can't remember where it was. Is it already on here? Ah, there we go, it's already on there. So that's got some fuel on, that's got some oil on. Obviously, neither of them are full at this stage. But I mean, we've got plenty of stuff waiting here, 69. That's 20 vehicles on there. How much is waiting here? 51. So obviously, they are going to get more full as time goes on. That is good stuff. So, yeah, what we're going to be doing today, passenger lines. So, bit of money in the bank. We have got 6 million. So I'm going to borrow a bit of money up to 10 million. I'm going to demolish... Why can we not? Right, okay, I tell you what. To make this a little bit... Right, we're going to put a small street into there. That will save us some money. There we go. Right. I'm going to go with the tracks. We're going to go with normal tracks. Because obviously the normal tracks behave themselves when we ask for tunnels. Right, there we go. I'm going to stick that in there. Osaka Station can be quite small for the time being. It's not the end of the world, is it? Obviously, the more routes we run in and out of here, the bigger the station will need to be. We can obviously edit that when we've got more money. So, bob that across there. We're not getting a... there we go. Right, I'm going to bring that to there. Because obviously, we don't know just how big this station's going to get. So, we need to leave a bit of flat space for a big junction here. So, if we go... up here, yep. Right. Keep that flat. Right. That can go flat, yep. So that hasn't, it's not brought us up that far, has it really? It's just a little incline. But then that can go straight across. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll bring that a little bit sharper. What bridge are we using? Should we use the... I mean, we'll use that one. Should we go for a bit of 70? Yeah, come on. There we go. Bit of that. Lovely. So we're going to bring that in there. Have a little bit of a... there we go. Bring that down. Now what I'm going to have to do is obviously delete that. It's going to be quite a slow line, isn't it, into Osaka? But it is going to be a... it's going to be a commuter line. It's hardly going to be high speed. So, I mean, that's ridiculous. Right, tell you what we'll do. We will leave that there. Because that's going to be a better, isn't it, if I do that. I mean, that's a ridiculous line, but what it does allow is that we can have, obviously, 4 track to come around here, and then it can carry on up to Toyonaka. And obviously maybe another line up to here, and Sanda, and up this way. There's plenty of scope for passenger lines, isn't there? Right, okay, so, nice signals. One way. No, wrong way. There we go. Get rid. Beautiful stuff. Right, that's coming down here. So we need a terminus line down here at... is it Akashi? Yes. Right, where's the commercial district is here. So what we can actually do is just put a nice passenger station on the end. Were we going for 240 or did I 320 it? How long did I make the station here? I did make it 320. What I'll do is I'll 240 it for now. We'll 2-platform at 240. There we go. I mean, how much? That gets quite good coverage as it is. That's good stuff. Right. We're going to have to... I mean, we've got 6 million in the bank. We're going to need a station. Do we have curvy stations? I mean, I did. I don't think I've unlocked that yet. Never mind. Right, what I'll have to do... Oh, I'm going to have to demolish so much of Kobe. I don't like that. Right. We made this lovely sort of really nice thing here. I do like how it passes through the town. Right. We're going to delete that. There we go. So that should be fine. So what we've obviously got our tracks here. Buildings. Right. 240. Right, okay. Interesting. Spin it round. We'll have it this side instead. There we go. That's going to behave. Right. If I delete that and just put it back in. So obviously got our nice passenger station here. We'll have to take a bit of track out here. And then just do that. That's behaving itself with the crossing. Good stuff. Now, how are we going to get to there? I mean, it's early on, isn't it? Right, what we do need to do... So we've got... we need to signal here. And we've got a signal there, that's fine. We'll signal just before there. Lovely. Now, I reckon we need to... Right, where are we? Oh, a lot of things. Passenger buildings. Right, there we go. I think a little small station. Both sides. Lovely. And we've got a... is there an underpass on this? Yeah, there is. So what I'll do is we'll go for a little dinky street. What's this? Go for a little dinky street. Right, we can't attach that on. I mean, I could do that. What's this? Right, have we got anything sort of little? No. There we go. We'll just attach that on, and then we'll have another sort of that just brings it up to there. Good stuff. I mean, it's not ideal, is it? But at least people can get... And people can walk from one side to another, you know? They don't necessarily have to go by train at all. So we've got Kobe sorted. Now, in terms of down here, are we just having one station for the 2 towns? We could have one station for the 3 towns. It would be busy, wouldn't it? Alright, I'll tell you what. While we're working that one out, what I'll do is I'll put this sort of round here. Let's get the tracks in for this area. Come on, there we go. Right, bring that round. No. Right, put that in there. Good stuff. I mean, we're not going to run that many freight services. I can't imagine that this is going to be a huge issue. I can imagine this passenger service being a real, you know, having a really, really sort of popular... Lots of trains. Been like a metro-style service. Which is good because a lot of Japanese trains are sort of like that. We could do with all this wildlife just sort of not getting in the way, couldn't we? 60 kilometres, yeah. Actually, remember to change it from miles an hour into kilometres an hour. Obviously, it doesn't depend on the save, which is very annoying. So every time I flick between the Race to the North series and this one. Right, that's not happening. Let's delete that. And obviously we need to get some passenger lines in because the lag, I reckon, is due to the amount of AI. i.e. the amount of cars that are whizzing up and down. There we go. Keep that as flat as we can. Ooh, have we got a little tunnel? Got a little tunnel. Right, let's change that to... oh, we could have that. What about that? And that's a little bit high speed, isn't it? There we go. We'll have that one. Seems a little bit modern for the time, really, doesn't it? But we'll have that. Right, here we go. So that's street construction. That's why it's not working. Right, bit of that. And then we'll have a bit of that there. I don't think we need that then. We can get rid of that one. Right, one-way signal. We don't need any auto-sig. There we go. Right, okay, so that's going up to Kobe. I reckon just one station between the two. Because we don't want it to be slowing down. Let's see, these are the residential zones. What do you reckon, people? One station between the two? I think that's probably a good idea. Right, we'll delete that. Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Take that all the way back there, just so it looks a bit more of a natural curve. There we go. Beautiful stuff. Right, we'll put a one-way signal in there. Hang on, how come there's a house in the middle of the line? Hello? Can you help? Flipping heck. If you could just see a way to not be built in the middle of my railway line, that would be lovely. There we go. So we've got these on here. That's absolutely fine. That will then branch off, come around here. We need a signal on here. And I reckon a couple of signals just to... there we go. What about one round there? Beautiful. Good, good, good. Right, okay. So, new line from Osaka to there, to Kobe, to Akashi, back to Kobe, back to Nishinomiya. So that will be the train. Osaka to Akashi. Good stuff. Right, okay, so we need to get a train running. I reckon 2 trains, you know. Just, right, train depot. What have we got? So, we want... What's this Japanese government A4? I mean, you see, the problem is... These Japanese government ones are not very quick, are they? 50 kilometres an hour. What's all this stuff? Oh, there's quite a few. I reckon these. Are we going for the knuckle coupler or the screw coupler? I mean, they can do 70 kilometres an hour. What locomotives have we got? So that can do 64, 50, 50, 50, 55 with 190 horsepower, 64. So we're going to go for the Russian class PV, which, again, is a standard train. But we'll go with the Japanese coaches. What's the difference? Nothing. Right, we'll go with the screw coupler. 5 coaches. How's that? 5 million. To Akashi. There we go. There we come. New passenger service. We're going for the land speed record, aren't we? I don't think we've got anything so far that can do more than 50 kilometres an hour. We could maybe do with this being double track the whole way, couldn't we? Right. Let's just build that on. There we go. Right. Stick that on there. So it should actually work now. Off you pop. Lovely. And then that can have a little... There we go. Beautiful. It all weirdly still works. I quite like this. Funky coaches. I love the livery. Sort of the really dark burgundy with the red. It looks great. Obviously, it would look better if it didn't have the Russian locomotive and if we had like a proper Japanese locomotive to go with it. But it's a lot more powerful. The Japanese at present are not offering anything that will rival it. So we'll go for this just for because we need to earn money. You know, I want it to be authentic, but at the same time, we need to get things moving. Right. While he's sat there, what we do need to do is have a service to here because we haven't actually got anything at present. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go for... I'm going to bring that round there, like that. Yeah? I'm going to borrow some money. Right, tell you what. There we go. Right, bring that out there. So what we'll do is we'll get the one... Tell you what, we'll do that. There we go. Get rid of that middle one. Because obviously if that's where people are crossing the road, we'll have the bus stop. Right, for some reason that's not attached to that. There, that's fine. Right, put that there. Beautiful stuff. Right, okay, so I'll go for a bus stop there. Go for 30 metres. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll bring it up to here. Because we may as well. Autosave's doing its thing. Right, put a depot in there. So obviously going for a little bus. You know what? I reckon we'll put that in there. Oh no, hang on. Embankment Road. We don't need that twice. We'll get rid of this one here because we don't need it. So that will be the bus. Amagasaki. You come here for the pronunciation, don't you? To Takarazuka. Takarazuka. There we go. Right, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't know where my train is now. I've got rid of my train. Right, where are my little buses? Right, there we go. The troikas. I'm going to go with 20 of them because they're so little. There we go. Right, where's my train gone? To Akashi. There we go. Right, he's on his way. Got another train. Oh, hang on. This is Osaka. Wow. Okay, we've got 15 passengers already. What we do need is to have it use the other platform if needs be. Same with this one. You know, if someone's taking up your platform, you use the other one. Right, okay, so this train is on the move. Right, we need to repay a bit of loan. I mean, don't get me wrong, we are making so much money now. We'll definitely have repaid the loan by 1900, which is the goal at the moment. So what we want is for this to gain a bit of speed before it does the little uphill section. We do need to timetable this, of course. The train to Akashi. Unbunch every 8 minutes. We can obviously change that as and when. I think this is going to be a really frequent passenger service. I mean, this has already got quite a few waiting. What have we got down here? 96 waiting already. Excellent. And 61 waiting. So yeah, yeah, it's going to be full. It's going to be full. Right, let's put a bit of fast forward on. Bit of flange going around the corner there. The freight in front of us, which is actually a really good thing. Normally you don't want freight trains in front, but with in this instance, because this is stopping all the time, the freight in front is a good thing. There we go, right, 40 on board. A bit more loan to be repaid, there we go. I mean, I can see this being a 4-track main line down here, you know. To keep the freight separate from the passenger. I mean, just looking, we're going to have so much stuff running up and down here, aren't we? There we go, making a bit more money. That's what we like. What's our is our best earning line the ferry by any chance? Yeah, it is the oil tanker, followed by the oil train. Yeah, you see, fuel does make a lot of money, doesn't it? How much has that got on? 39. Good stuff. I mean, what's that? 73 coming back. Oh, it's going to be so busy. There we go. Halfway to paying the loan off, people. Oh, well over halfway now. Come on, make me 100 grand and we can pay a bit more off. Lovely. 378 grand, even better. There we go. Look at that. I mean, 4.5 million in 1 year. That's fantastic. Come on, keep this thing moving. We need 1.5 million, and then we'll have repaid the loan, and we don't need to worry about anything else then. We need to worry about some more passenger services. Well, some more passenger trains on this line. I mean, look at that. We've got 147 waiting. This can only carry 115. So even if everyone gets off, which they're not gonna, we're gonna be in bother. Ooh, the lag. The lag. I mean, what's that got? That's got 60 passengers waiting. Probably to go into Osaka. That's the passenger service coming the other way. Lovely. We'll have to see how we get on, won't we? Where have all the boats gone? Oh, they're over there. That's fine. See, this obviously isn't going to make us an enormous amount of money, is it? I mean, where... Is it even making us money? The Osaka to Akashi, no, it is losing us money. But I mean, that is sort of understandable, isn't it? It's not exactly high speed, it's not got an enormous amount of passengers on, but it's going to bring growth to the area, which is what we want. We've got waiting here. Okay, not too many. Obviously, a huge amount of people into Osaka as well, which is going to mean this is going to grow. There we go, a bit more paying off. 1 million owing. Okay, that's just made 1.3 million, and we've paid off the loan. Look at that. Happy days. People all going out for the tram here. That is really, really good stuff. Right, okay, let's have a look at how our oil is doing. So we've got quite a bit of fuel waiting. The Yao fuel. Is I mean, that's just dropped off, hasn't it, the fuel there. So I'm sure that we'll manage to get rid of some of that. Where is Yao? It's down here, isn't it? Yep. The Osaka fuel, not actually. Why is there no fuel for Osaka? Because I haven't got any vehicles on it. Why would I do that? Idiot. Right, we'll put 5 on for now. Truck Osaka fuel. Grade A moron, Joe, for goodness sake. No wonder Osaka's kicking off. Right, is there any sort of... Can we replace this tram with anything? Because they are very busy, aren't they? Ooh, a St. Petersburg streetcar. Yep, replace the lot. Oh, I've already done that one. Right, we'll have them as brand new as well. Spend money we don't really need to spend. The Osaka to Kusatsu. Getting very busy, isn't it? What do we like here? Okay, not full and standing, but I mean it will be after it's stopped here. So we need to really work on our passenger services, make sure that we've got enough stuff. That's going to need some more trains. Now, do we take out a little loan, or do I leave it as it is? I mean that fuel, sorry, is doing well. That's more or less full. Doing very well indeed. That's full. Obviously, we're not going to be picking up many people from here at all. We need 4 passenger trains down here, don't we, really? That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do it again, people. And I'm going to get another 2 for here. There we go. Speculate to accumulate and all that. So, if we go on the timetable here, train to Osaka to Akashi, 4 minutes and 4 minutes. That's good stuff. Right, where are we up here? Are we on the move? Yep, we've got a passenger train on the move. There's another one here. Lovely. Need to upgrade the passenger services down here as well, because what they can only do 40 kilometres an hour, whereas this can do 64, so it would be good to upgrade. I mean, they're what, nearly 30 years old now? God, we've been playing for 30 in-game years already. It's ridiculous. Right, where's that train? Details, how about 19 years? I guess we could keep it going a bit longer, couldn't we? I'm glad I left this this crossover in here so that it can carry on down here. I mean, are you going to carry on down the freight line? Even better, so you'll overtake all the nonsense stopping passengers that are going really slow. Right, there we go, a little bit faster. I do like that tunnel, it's pretty. It's very pretty. 4-track main line already is a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? So early on. Right, move that down there. That's going to look fantastic, isn't it? I mean, that's full. I mean, it needs twice as many passengers on, doesn't it? Which is a bit of a worry. I mean, what have you? You've left with 70 on board. It's not going to leave full by any stretch, but coming the other way is where it's busy. Right, repay a bit more. 6.5 million. Good stuff. Bit more. Bit more. Look, there we go. We're back at only owing half 500,000. 5 million. There we go. A little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, look at that. I mean, the money's flowing nicely, isn't it? There we go. Right, train's here. That's going to load. Oh, no, hang on. It's not stopping at Osaka. Wow, it's going straight through. Why is it not stopping at Osaka? That seems a really odd thing. First stop, Nishinomiya. Right, round we go. Right, well, that, my friends, is where we're going to leave it for today. I do hope you have enjoyed today's episode of Transport Fever 2. If you have, please do click the like button, it's always appreciated, and if you haven't already, do make sure that you subscribe so that you never miss out on any future episodes. In the next episode, I honestly haven't thought about what we're going to be doing, to be honest with you. I would like to get some more freight running. I mean, Osaka has got food and fuel. We could do with getting some more like goods and machines just to make sure Osaka is getting everything it needs to become a huge mega city. So yeah, stick around. I shall see you next Sunday for that. Other than that, as I say, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you all next time. Cheerio, everybody. Goodbye for now.